Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my yearly favorites. This year it's going to be a little bit different than my previous video where I mentioned products in each category. This year I'm just going to make sure to mention my most loved items. So first I'm going to start out with my favorite skincare items. As you know, skincare is one of the most important things when it comes to beauty products and your beauty regimen. So I'm starting out with a few of my favorites. This should not surprise many people. My favorite face wash for 2016 and previous years before this is definitely going to be the Philosophy Purity face wash. This is the Purity Made Simple. I did talk about this in my last video where I hauled it. This is one of the items that I always have on backup. I have multiples of these. I have a travel size, so a little mini one. Anywhere that I go, this is my go-to face wash. I do make sure to take my makeup off with either a makeup wipe or one of the other items that I'm going to mention today as well. Before I go in with this, I just want to make sure my skin is super duper clean, and that way I always have a flawless base. So like I mentioned before, I do make sure to go in before I wash my face with a cleansing oil. So my favorite cleansing oil, or my favorite way to remove my makeup initially, is the Boscia Makeup Breakup Cool Cleansing Oil. This is probably my favorite part of removing my makeup at night. This breaks up all of my makeup. Even if I have false lashes on with glue, it takes off everything, waterproof, anything. So I make sure to go in first with this before I wash my face with the Purity, and it makes my skin soft and takes off everything. So that's all I could ask from it. So next up for skincare would be my favorite facial spray. So this is, again, the Mario Badescu Skincare. This is a facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. Now, I did mention this a couple years ago in my favorites as well, and it has remained a favorite. This is, again, one of those items that I always have on backup. Even in my drawer right now, I have two of them. So this is just one of those ride or die items that I just can't live without. I highly, highly recommend it. It is so refreshing and nice just to be able to spritz a little before you put on your moisturizer or right after the shower. It just makes everything go on a lot smoother as well. So I always make sure to carry this on backup. Next up is my favorite face lotion. So no matter if it's day or night, I use this most often. I do have quite a few different types of face lotions, but I do tend to use this more than anything else. This is the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion. So I mix this at night with different face oils. I use this by itself during the day, sometimes with 1 or 2 drops of my favorite face oil if I'm feeling a little bit more dry or dehydrated in my skin. This is just one of those all-around really good face lotions that works for everything. So this would be my recommendation if you're looking for a really good, just basic lotion for your face. Going on with face as well, I did mention that I do like to use face oils. So I discovered a couple new face oils that I really enjoyed this year. Starting out would be the Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Concentrate. Now this one I picked up a few months ago. I'm pretty low on it. It's like down here. So I do need to buy a backup of this one. This one I just really love. Some people don't like the scent. I do like the scent of this. It has that lavender kind of scent in it. For me, it's really relaxing and I really love using this at night. Even 1 or 2 drops during the day if I feel like my skin is a little bit irritated is amazing. So in general, I just really love this product. My second face oil that I want to talk about, I actually spoke about in a haul video that I posted right before this. It is the Sunday Riley Luna Sleeping Night Oil. So this is amazing. It does have retinol in it and blue tansy. I'm not sure what that is, but it definitely helps reduce the pore size. I have noticed a huge difference in the size of my pores as well as my fine lines and wrinkles. I would highly recommend this. Again, it's an amazing product. It is from Sunday Riley, and that is the Luna Sleeping night oil. Moving on pretty quickly through the face stuff, I'm just gonna talk about 2 eye creams. One I use primarily during the day and one I use at night. So starting out with my ultimate eye cream for the night would be, coincidentally, the Ole Henriksen Ultimate Lift Eye Gel. So I do tend to have quite bigger bags under my eyes when I do not use this. So I definitely notice a difference if I'm consistently not using this. My puffy eyes get out of control and huge. So I make sure to use this every single night. Again, I do need to repurchase this, and I have purchased this previously before a couple of times. But if you do have pretty puffy eyes while you're sleeping, this helps to lift and firm and depuff the eyes, and you can definitely tell the difference within a week or 2. The second eye cream that I do want to talk about is definitely more hydrating. I use this during the day as well as at night when I feel like I just need a little bit more hydration around the eyes. This again is a Kiehl's item. It is the Powerful Wrinkle Reducing Eye Cream. So it's really lovely. It's really pleasant to use, super hydrating like I said, and I just really love this one, especially under makeup. I just have a couple more items for the face. My favorite breakout treatment would for sure be the Dermalogica Clear Start overnight treatment. I have noticed the biggest difference in this overnight treatment as opposed to the day treatment. This one, I put it on at night before I do any of the lotions or oils or anything like that. Make sure that it sinks in really good wherever I'm having any trouble areas. And then after about 5-10 minutes, go in with a lotion, go in with an oil. I can use it during the day as well, even though it just says overnight treatment. I use it during the day. It doesn't hurt anything, and I haven't noticed any sorts of breaking up of makeup or anything over it. So I would say definitely use this day or night, and it makes a huge difference. So my last thing for the face would be kind of a face slash lip product. That would be the Elizabeth Arden, the original 8-hour cream. So I'm sure you guys have heard about this before. I know lots of YouTubers talk about this religiously, especially for chapped lips or chapped skin. Since I moved to a drier climate, I've definitely noticed that I carry this more often. I have 2 of them actually, which is crazy. One for my purse, one for my nightstand. And I put it on religiously during the day, at night. It's helped my lips and my chapped skin more than any other product I've ever tried. So I definitely recommend this if you suffer with really chapped lips or chapped skin. This has really helped me heal those areas, and anytime I feel a little bit too dry, even on my cuticles or on my hands, I make sure to use this as well, and it really helps. So sticking with chapped skin, I'm gonna go with my favorite body lotions. My #1 favorite body lotion for 2016 has to be the Lush Charity Pot. Now, again, I did talk about this in my haul video last time, so you guys know that I am religious about this. I love this lotion. I put it on day and night on my chapped elbows as well as my feet. Pretty much anywhere that I can put lotion, I just put this all over. I love this lotion, and it really, really works. So why not buy it and donate to charity too at the same time? So win-win situation. My second favorite lotion, once I ran out of that charity pot before, has to be the Palmer's Coconut Butter Formula. So this is definitely more accessible than the charity pot. If you don't have a Lush nearby, you can buy this at Walmart, you can buy it at Target. Out of all of the lotions that I've tried over my lifespan, this is definitely one of the best that you can find just readily available at the drugstore. Walmart, like I said, Target carries it as well. And it's pretty affordable. I think it's like $3 or $4. So if you do not have access or you don't want to spend the extra money on the Lush Charity Pot, this is definitely the second best alternative to that charity pot, and definitely hydrates as well. So moving on from skincare, I just want to talk about a few of my favorite makeup items. Like I said before, I don't have makeup in every single category, but I just want to mention my most favorite items. So the ones that I use almost on a daily basis and with almost every single look. Starting out, I'm just going to mention some of my favorite face products. My favorite concealer by far of 2016 has to be the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. Now I'm actually out of the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I've been testing out a couple new concealers and I do like them in terms of the coverage. No other concealer for 2016 has given me the same sort of coverage as well as hydration as the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I have purchased a few of the little tester ones in the shades Custard and Vanilla, and each time I've used them, like used them to the core, scraped it out, used them, and I haven't found anything that I like as much as this. Even the new stuff that I've been trying recently doesn't really compare to the NARS concealer. I love it and it feels great and it doesn't crease, and there's just nothing else I can say about it. It's amazing. So if you haven't tried it out, I do know Sephora does carry it in the little testers like this, which is how I've been purchasing them. But I would definitely recommend picking one up, trying it, and just seeing how you like it. Going along with the same sort of coverage aspect, I'm going to mention the MAC Studio Fix. So the MAC Studio Fix, I have it in NW18. And I just love this. I use this on an everyday basis for touch-ups, just when I need a little bit of extra coverage or if I'm too lazy in the morning to conceal. This is the perfect item to just bring along in your handbag, touch up, do a little bit extra concealing throughout the day if you need to. I would definitely recommend this if you're looking for a really good powder foundation. It works, again, for touch-ups or if you just need a little bit of extra coverage as well. In terms of setting powders, I'm gonna have to mention for sure the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Translucent Powder. This one has been amazing. If you do have that same sort of problem in terms of pore size, I would definitely pick this up, give it a try. You can find it at Ulta, and I think Sephora is gonna start carrying IT Cosmetics. I'm not sure. I just heard that in the rumor mill, but for sure at Ulta they do carry it and I highly recommend it. I've had this one for a couple months and it does look a little smaller, but I've been able to use this for the couple months, just use it as a setting powder, and it's amazing. Finishing up with face products, I'm gonna mention a couple of my favorite palettes this year in terms of face products. My number one favorite and most used palette for this year would be the Park Avenue Princess palette by Tarte. Now I actually picked this up last December, so I'm not sure if it's still available, but I do think that you can still pick up the products separately in store. So as you can see, I have used the crap out of that bronzer. I just love this bronzer. It's not too dark and it's not too red either. So it's just the perfect bronzer to just really warm up your face. This is pretty much what I use every day if I'm just going for a more natural look, even if I just need to use a bronzer for a shadow. So I take this everywhere I go and I really, really love it and would definitely recommend it. My second favorite face palette for this year has to be the Becca x Jaclyn Hill Champagne Collection Face Palette. Now this palette was limited edition and I'm so crazy that I still kept the plastic on. Does anybody else do that? Comment below. But I just love the packaging of this. The product, more than the packaging, is amazing. I'm actually wearing both of the highlighters today. I am wearing the Champagne Pop as well as the Prosecco Pop. And the blushes too are just amazing. You get 3 separate blushes in here. So this is the perfect palette to just take with you traveling, or if you're doing makeup and you're a professional makeup artist, you can go ahead and take this along with you too. And it's just beautiful. I use this palette almost on a weekly basis, or if I was going to highlight, this is what I went for. And we're almost done, I swear. I just want to mention a few eyeshadows that I used throughout the year and consistently throughout the year. It is the MAC Shroom eyeshadow. I use this almost on a daily basis to highlight underneath my brow bones, even on tops of my cheeks. I just love this in terms of the frostiness and the reflection it gives. In terms of transition shades, there's just a couple that I do have to mention. The first one is from Makeup Geek. It is the shade Creme Brulee. This is just the perfect transition shade. Even if I want to put this all over the lid, it is beautiful and it just warms up the eye. The second one would be a MAC shadow. This is soft brown. Again, it's the perfect transition shade. And if I want to blend it all over the eyelid, it's definitely buildable and gives more pigment off that way as well. It is a little bit more red than the creme brulee. So for me, I do like reds a lot, so I would recommend this if you really like reds as well. My last shadow would be what I use almost on a daily basis, again, for my inner corner highlight, or if I just want to have that really highlighted look. It is an Ulta eyeshadow. Now, I'm not sure if you can still buy this. I got this a couple years ago and just fished it out of my collection. It is the Ulta eyeshadow in Iceland. So as you can see, it's a really white, sort of silvery shadow, but it is just perfect for my very, very fair skin tone to really just highlight in my inner corners, and that's primarily what I use it. Actually, one more face product that I forgot to mention too. So for highlighting underneath my eyes, in terms of a powder, I really love the Emphasize Pro Powder from MAC as well. I use that today to just really highlight underneath my eyes, and in general, I just really love this too. Now, what would a favorites video be without brow products? So by far my favorite brow product for 2016 has been the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. Now, this is extremely similar to the Anastasia Brow Wiz. The only difference that I've noticed is that the pencil's just a little bit harder to work with sometimes, but in terms of the payoff of brows, it does exactly the same thing. So why pay twice the money for something that you can get for half price? So definitely would recommend that NYX Micro Brow Pencil. The next one, I have not been able to find a dupe for this at the drugstore, so I would just say go ahead and splurge on this. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. This brow gel I use every single day. Locks my brows in place. My brows do not move whatsoever, and it makes them almost waterproof. So I do have to use a face oil to bring this off and take this off. So if you're looking for bulletproof brows, definitely pick this up. As for lip products, I just want to mention a couple of lip products, and by far my favorite lip pencil for the year has to be the MAC Whirl lip pencil. And I know that lots of people were using this lip pencil. As you can see, it's a little nub now. I'm almost down to the bottom. I do need to repurchase with this, but for me, this is just the perfect everyday lip pencil. I wear it, again, all the time. In terms of my favorite pencil, this would definitely have to be my favorite one for the entire year. Again, that is MAC Whirl. Now I just have to mention 3 separate lipsticks. So going along with the MAC Whirl lip liner is the MAC Whirl lipstick. Again, it's the same color as the pencil, but I just had to get the lipstick as well. I just love the shade so much. Next off would be another nude lipstick from MAC. They're all MAC, by the way. And that is Blankety. This is a beautiful everyday shade. It has a little bit more of a nude tone, so I do tend to go more towards the browns, but again, I still love this one. And my third one would be, again, like I said, another MAC lipstick, and that is the MAC Honey Love. And if you notice, these are all extremely similar, but so different at the same time. Am I right? They are just so beautiful. They have just that brownie shade, and it's just my favorite thing to go with. So a little bit different, little bit of a different shade, but in general, I just love this sorts of shades, and these are what I wear almost, again, like I said, I'm wearing one of these almost every single day. So, you know, have to mention that. Last but not least, for my 2016 favorites is my favorite setting spray. So my favorite setting spray would have to be, hands down, the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. I love this one just in general. Out of all the setting sprays that I have, I would recommend this on top of all of them. It sets down your powders beautifully. It helps with the longevity of your makeup, as well as if you're not wearing makeup, just the way your skin appears. So spritzing this on, even if you're not going to wear any makeup, really helps to like reduce the oils, mattify your skin just a little bit to help you look fresher and more natural. And that's it, you guys. I really hope that you like this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. If there's any sorts of videos that you guys are wanting to see from me, or anything in terms of reviews that you want to see for some of the products I mentioned, don't forget to mention it down below. And thank you so guys for watching it. Happy 2017. Bye.